This segment from Adam Schefter Breaking discusses significant potential moves in the NFL offseason, focusing on Myles Garrett, Kirk Cousins, and Devonte Adams. The discussion is framed around the panelists' wish lists, with each analyst advocating for a move that they believe would dramatically impact the teams involved. The conversation extends beyond individual trades, touching on broader team-building strategies, financial constraints, and the state of competition in the league, particularly concerning the Dallas Cowboys and their perceived shortcomings. One of the most compelling arguments presented is Myles Garrett's potential move to the Detroit Lions. The logic behind this suggestion is sound. Detroit's defense was exposed in the playoffs, surrendering a staggering 79 points in 2 games. Pairing Garrett with Aiden Hutchinson would create a formidable pass-rushing duo, which is a necessity in the modern NFL. The panelists highlight the importance of having multiple pass rushers, as teams can game plan around a single dominant player. The financial feasibility of such a move is not deeply analyzed, but the suggestion aligns with the Lions' current competitive window. If Detroit can make the salary cap work, this move would elevate their defense significantly and bolster their chances of making a deep playoff run. The conversation then shifts to Kirk Cousins potentially joining the Cleveland Browns. This idea is built around Cousins' past success with Kevin Stefanski when they were together in Minnesota. The argument is less about Cousins' raw talent and more about his fit within the system, which makes sense given that Cleveland has struggled with quarterback consistency. The panelists acknowledge that Cousins isn't an exciting choice but stress that he is a pragmatic option, especially given the uncertainty surrounding Deshaun Watson's future. The financial aspect is discussed in passing, with the suggestion that much of Cousins' contract is already paid. However, this move hinges on Cleveland's willingness to make a bold decision at quarterback, a position they have struggled to stabilize for years. Finally, the discussion moves to Devonte Adams and the Dallas Cowboys. The case for Adams joining Dallas is based on the need for a true secondary receiving option to complement CeeDee Lamb. The panelists highlight Adams' experience in timing-based offenses and his chemistry with high-level quarterbacks, suggesting that he would be a seamless fit with Dak Prescott. However, they also emphasize that Dallas has significant roster holes beyond wide receiver, including offensive line concerns and a lack of a reliable running back. This broader team-building perspective is crucial because even if Adams were to join, the Cowboys' issues would not be fully resolved. The segment effectively portrays Dallas as a team that is talented but fundamentally flawed, suffering from a combination of roster mismanagement and front office complacency. The latter part of the discussion dives deeper into Dallas' situation, particularly Dak Prescott's comments about their proximity to the Philadelphia Eagles. The panelists largely dismiss the idea that Dallas is truly competitive with Philadelphia, pointing out that the Cowboys have consistently underperformed in key moments. The argument is reinforced by statistics on Dallas spending habits, ranking in the bottom half of the league over the past 4 off-seasons, which suggests that the team's issues stem from an unwillingness to be aggressive in free agency. The panelists argue that Jerry and Stephen Jones are the primary obstacles to Dallas reaching elite status. They suggest that targeted spending on key defensive players and offensive linemen would bridge the gap. But until that happens, Dallas will remain a step behind top-tier NFC teams. In summary, the segment does an excellent job of breaking down these potential offseason moves while providing broader insights into team-building philosophy. The discussions around Myles Garrett and Kirk Cousins are particularly strong because they are grounded in clear strategic logic rather than speculation. The conversation around Devonte Adams and the Cowboys is also well argued, though it ultimately shifts into a critique of Dallas front office decisions rather than justifying the trade itself. The overall analysis is engaging and informative, with the panelists presenting well-supported arguments while acknowledging the financial and strategic constraints teams face.